Hi guys, welcome back and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Leia. After 6 months of me not making content, I'm back with a very unique video. A video, not really unique, but a video that I've done, which is story time. And I haven't really done a story time because it's kind of like embarrassing to me, because I'm like, bro, I don't really want to do a video of me putting my life out there, right? But like I was thinking about it and like, hey, well, this one thing happened to me and it's been like a long time ago, so I think I can like laugh about it. I'm over it, like it's not even a big deal, you know. And the person I want to talk about, if they see this, bro, I'm over it, like I don't even care about it. And if you know who I'm talking about, then whatever. Anyway, like now that I think about it, I like just laugh at it. So yeah, and then while we're doing it, we're gonna do also skincare. So I got my stuff. Yes, I'm going to use a spray bottle and a sponge to wet my face. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, so let's go back to 2018, 12-year-old Toya. This is the anti-social me. Well, I am still anti-social, but I was worse. I didn't know how to react to like talk to people, especially guys. I was very intimidated by them. I was very like nervous. Like it didn't matter how old you were, like, or who you were. I was very nervous of guys. Like I was very like intimidated. Why? I don't know, but I just was. I didn't have like any experience with guys too, because I was also like homeschooled for like almost all my life, so I didn't really go outside like that. New church, I'm the new girl in the church, whatever. And I see this guy and he's like super cute, and I have like a little, oh my god, like and I start like glancing at him all the time. He keeps like staring at me, whatever, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think he likes me. Of him just staring at me, I thought that.
Remember, y'all, staying Delulu is the Salulu.
So I remember that I had a crush on him, not even talking to him, not even knowing him, not even nothing, right? Then weeks later, my family gets invited to a party that takes place at a restaurant, and I remember it was like a long booth, and I remember that I went to slide into a booth, and I remember he was sliding into the booth, other side of the booth, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like a really long one, like for big parties. So like when I saw him that he was sliding on the other side of the booth, I was getting so freaking nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my chance. Oh my gosh, and sorry, like I'm trying to remember everything. Like I remember most of it, but like I also don't remember a lot of it. But I'm trying to go through the motion. Anyway, oh, by the way, the cleanser that I'm gonna use is the Soap and Glory Face Soap and Clarity Vitamin C Facial Wash. ASMR. We go in and I'm like so hungry. But because I wanted this guy to think that I was like so healthy, I chose like the asparagus Alfredo pasta. That's not even that healthy, but in my mind I thought it was so healthy, you know, like, oh, I was like such a healthy girl. I was that girl. Anyway, so I remember that he started talking to me and he was like, oh, you're so popular, huh? And I'm like, no. He's like, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm like 11. He was like, I think 13, 14 at the time.
Treat me like white teeth, don't get me dirty.
He's like, oh, so you have a boyfriend? And I was like, no. I was such a loser, bro. I was just like, you know, and I tried to eat very delicately, bro. I was so hungry after that meal. That meal did nothing, but I was like, and then they wanted dessert, and I'm like, no, thank you, I'm not hungry. I wanted that dessert so bad, but I was like, bro, I need to be that girl. So I didn't have anything. So I remember that I would always try to be like so cool and just be like, ah, stop. I was literally a pick me. Like now that I think about it, I was a pick me. I was a pick me, bro. And then afterwards, after like we started going to our cars, I remember like we were playing tag, and then he gave me this flower, right, that was in like the restaurant, like outside of the restaurant, and I was like and then he said it was from his brother, and I was like, oh, and his brother's like, no it's not, like what the heck is wrong with you? And I'm like, and then I was like, oh I thought it's from you. He's like, no. And he's like, oh maybe. And I was like, I was starstruck. I was in awe. He doesn't like come to church after that, and I'm like, bro, what the heck? Anyway, so I started trying to get up the courage to tell him that I like him. My best friend at the time were like, you know, tell him, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know how. I remember I started watching YouTube videos, how to know if a guy likes you. After one encounter of him, I started thinking that he likes me, like he was in love with me at the time. Why? I don't know. The delulu that was going in my head. Anyway, so I remember I wrote notes of how to know if a guy likes you. I was writing notes of what to text a guy to make him fall for you. I was literally obsessed how to know of like trying to find if this guy likes me. I freaking needed help. So then I finally watched a YouTube channel saying how to tell the guy that you like him. I'm gonna now use serum. This serum hyaluronic acid snail secretion, and it said write a letter saying, do you like me? Circle yes or no. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's the best idea ever. So I do it, and I write it down, and I bring it to church, and I make sure I look the best, hoping that he comes. And you know what? He came. So the biggest mistake I made was give it to his little sister. Say, hey, give this to him. Don't tell. Don't look at it. She looks at it, and she's like, oh my gosh, guess what? And she runs to him, and he looks at me, and I run outside. And then she tells me, like, I gave 10 again. I'm like, shh, okay. So then weeks go by, and he didn't come. And I'm like, bro, this guy doesn't like me. And I was like so sad. I was hopeless. Like maybe like I'm just gonna be alone forever, you know, like it's it for me. But his brother came to me, he's like, oh, by the way, like he wanted me to tell you that he likes you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I like him too. Oh my gosh. I was so easy. The way that I was so easy, the way I did not even try to be like, oh, I wasn't trying to be cool about like at all. I was like, oh I like him too. Oh my gosh. And he was just like, okay. So we told him, and I remember that after that, he came to my birthday party, and I was like, and stars, I was like, oh my gosh, I was nervous. I wore the bummiest outfit, thinking I was so cute. What is that? Like, what is that? It was the middle of summer, and I was wearing a jacket. Like, honey, I got caught, and I was embarrassed, and they were telling me that we're sleeping through because I was wearing gray. Bro, the embarrassment. So then I went to change again into this. What is that? Like, what is that? I was trying to sweep all the time. I was trying to like clean my house because I thought that I was that girl. Like, I wanted to look healthy. Like, I wanted to look like I cleaned all the time. And he's like, why are you cleaning? It's like your birthday. And I'm like, oh, because like I like being productive. It's really good for you. And I starved myself at my birthday. Like, there was so much food. Did I eat? No. I remember that all I ate were these like organic blue chips. That was it. And I only ate a few. Like, bro, I was starving after my party. I was starving. And you know, I am a fatty. Like, I can eat. So the fact that I starved myself, I was like, bro, I am so hungry.
Can we just talk about the fact how I just totally forgot to tell you guys about my skincare? Oh well.
After they left, my sister went to call their family member that came too, and also like, you know, went with them. And she was like on the phone with them, and I asked her, like, hey, can you get his Snapchat? She finally got his Snapchat, and then he's like, oh, she better not be spamming me. I thought that was cute. I thought that was like, boy, you better not be spamming me because you're getting all this. So then we started talking, and he started coming to church more, And I was just like, he was like, oh my gosh, you know, sit next to me in class. I was like, okay, like, you know, also hug, you know, I was like, okay, we're gonna hug each other, like, ah. So yeah, I remember he did this one time and I was like, I'm like a dummy. Like, he would text and then I would like text him back a second later, immediately. And then I would text back and he would text me back an hour later. My sister was like, bro, stop. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're literally being desperate as heck. Getting better. But girl, I was still desperate. I thought that being really mean was really attractive. Like, I'm mean. If you ask people, like, are she's nice? They're like, she's mean. But it's just like not extremely mean. You know, I'm joking. Like, if you don't know I'm joking, then I apologize. But like, for the most part, you know I'm joking. At that time, I thought that being mean was like, you know, saying like you're pathetic or saying you're a loser. I thought that was like funny, but it's not, you know. Anyway, I started doing that, and he came to my Thanksgiving dinner, and we were playing Fortnite or whatever, and I started saying like he was pathetic and stuff, and he's like, do you know what that means? And it's like, yeah. And he's like, what does it mean? And then I'm like, my gosh, you're such a loser. Bro, I was mean. I remember I was mean. And which like made him be really distant. And anyway, so I changed my attitude over that, and like I was trying to be kind of distant, being like trying to hard to get. Because that's what my best friend told me, like, stop being like, oh my gosh, try to be hard to get. So I was like, okay, fine. So in my mind, I was like, bro, hard to get means being mean and not talking to them that much. But that was not right. I will say, on my part, that was not right. He started being really standoffish at the end of Thanksgiving dinner when he left. And I was like, bye. He's like, and I thought I was it. I thought, my bro, he fell for me. Sometime we were in Bible school, we were talking about how to know not to trust a person. And I remember that he looked at me like that. I was like, what? Like, what? And he's like, nothing. I remember I texted him. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why did you do that? Like, really hurt my feelings. She's like, oh, it's just a joke, like, whatever. And I was like getting really hurt. And then my sister's like, bro, like, cut him off. Cause like he was getting distant. He was slowly and more ghosting me. So I was like, okay, I'm still gonna chase him. So I still did. I still did chase him. And you know when you know a guy likes to be chased. So he would retreat, and I would chase. So it was like that. It was basically just like that, basically the whole time for a bit. So like I was trying to do a weight loss journey. I thought that if I lost a lot of weight, then he wouldn't ghost me anymore. And it didn't work. And then from the last time that we texted was when I was trying to do a lyric prank on him. And when I was like, oh, it's a prank, he didn't text me at all. And I remember that I just deleted everything that I was in the text message. Like, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I also got like Instagram. So we like changed our, like, we started texting on Snapchat, and then we started texting on Instagram, because I literally got Instagram just for him. Bro, like, what the heck? I was like, this is the worst day of my life. Like, bro, I'm gonna be lonely forever. Like, you know, I thought I was so lonely. I remember he would give me a stink look, and he would give me a side eye and then leave. And I'm like, anyway, then he started coming to church, and I was like, bro. So I would still try to text him, right? And then his family member, I was like, hey, so how is so-and-so? He was like, oh yeah, he's good, he has a new girlfriend. A girlfriend? I was like, a girlfriend? Yeah, she has a girlfriend. The disbelief, bro. I was like, I felt like an arrow shot in my heart. I was like, oh my gosh, like I thought, like, bro, like, this was the love of my life, like, I was over exaggerating, bro. I remember put on my headphones, right, and look up on YouTube breakup songs and put it on, and I'm like, and I would cry. We both went our separate ways. I wish him the best. I already forgave him. I remember I saw him one other time, like I think like 2 years ago. And we're cool. We're like, hey, what's up? That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me if you guys like story time. If this was like a drag on, let me know too, because I'll try to be like quicker. I'll try to be like, you know, comment, subscribe, click that bell for notifications, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.